What's up, everyone? Tanya here with another episode of Pop Culture at Home. And today we are welcoming one of my absolute favorites. You know her as one half of the home flipping duo on HGTV's Good Bones, the owner of Two Chicks and a Hammer. And now she is adding author to her long list of projects. Mina Starsiak is here with us today. Mina, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me. I'm excited coming to you from my car in between meetings. I apologize, but
totally all good. It's all good. So, before we get into it, I do want to congratulate you. You and your husband, Steve, you welcomed your second child, Charlotte Drew, this past September. She's such a cutie. How have you guys been navigating parenthood through this pandemic?
It's obviously so different for everyone. Steve started working from home before a lot of people did because he does sales and would drive around. So our 2.5-year-old boy, who would naturally kind of be clinging to him at this age anyways, is like the second dad walks out of his sight, it's like bloody murder. You think someone was killing him. And Charlie's 3.5 months now. And we did sleep training with her. So she's been sleeping through the night since she was 9 weeks old, which is life-changing. Do you have kids?
No, I don't.
Oh my God. It's life-changing.
Yeah.
So we've been really lucky, and we have the most amazing, incredible live-in nanny that we've had since, when we had Jack was 6 months old. And she really is what makes the wheels keep spinning.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's such a great thing to have her with you guys. And, something that I love so much about you, and I know a lot of fans do as well, is how close you are with your family. And that's actually seen with your new children's book, which is coming out February 2nd, Built Together. Tell us about the book and what inspired you to write it now.
Obviously having kids is a big part of the inspiration. I read so many kids' books, Little Blue Truck. Parents out there, I know what I'm talking about, the best. So I thought it'd be fun to write one. It's the things that I know, which is non-traditional family and construction, and kind of put them together in this cute way. So Charlie wasn't born yet. Now I have to write another children's book, or she's going to feel less loved. But it's Jack growing up, taking how our family is kind of built. And comparing it to how you build a house, the tools you use. So it's just a cute play on that. Our family is our dogs and the neighbors, and our nanny is she's only 24. So I was gonna say my daughter, and that sounds weird, but she feels like my daughter. So you just, you make your family, whatever it is, because I think less and less now it's that traditional mom, dad, 2.5 kids. And people seem to appreciate how open our family is about that. We're crazy. We all love each other. We figure it out.
So have you got a chance to read the book to Charlotte and little Jack as well?
I haven't to Charlotte. I have to Jack. And I'm pointing out to him, this is you, and this is dad. And he's super into animals, so he's more interested in who the dogs are, because Frank and Sophie and our brown pup Beatrice, that unfortunately has since passed away, but they're all in it, and they pretty much look identical to them. So, he seems to like it.
Yeah, and let's talk about the illustrations, because I love them. They're so cute. They're so bright and they're playful. How did you decide on an illustrator? Because I feel like it would be really hard to find somebody to portray your family the way you would see it in your head.
Yeah, definitely. Working with the publishing company, they sent me a handful of samples of different artists, because I am not one, and just looked at some of their work and their styles. And the one we ended up with, I think, is really perfect for the spirit of the book. Like you said, it's bright, it's playful. What's the funniest? My character, I saw the first draft of it and I was like, great, I look amazing. My hair is fabulous and thick. Yeah. My husband's, there was probably 6 or 7 emails back and forth, because he was like, why do I look so dumb? Why do I need a beard? I look silly without a beard. I look like a jerk. we're going back and forth trying to make his character right.
Yeah.
And then I sent her pictures of the kids and the dogs and the family. So it's really fun because we have a lot of the local stuff, like our Indianapolis Colts shirt and IU and our Two Chicks and a Hammer gear. So it feels very real.
Yeah. And I love seeing like the Two Chicks and Hammer t-shirts on, and like even the shop Indy, like they had, you guys, like you integrated everything. So like how important is it to, like, what I love so much also about the show is that you guys are so involved with community. How important was putting that community aspect in this book as well?
I mean, I think that's one of the things, one of the best things that we've been able to do locally with the show. Because a lot of the times, like, making TV can seem not important. Like, this is what I'm doing. But we get to use so many cool local vendors. And I get cool local gear from the shop, and we use furniture, and we use art. For a lot of these small businesses, especially right now, to get even just a little bit extra, FaceTime with people they wouldn't usually. So being able to even sneak that into the book a little bit, I think is fun.
Yeah. And, with now a children's book under your belt, and I'm hoping you'll write another one for Charlotte when she's, getting bigger and she gets to read. You're so eloquent with your social media posts too. And I'm wondering, would you ever want to write a memoir maybe?
I've been working. I don't feel old enough. Like, I don't know enough. I haven't experienced enough to write a memoir, but I feel like there's things that I want to say. So, I literally had a Google Drive doc that said ramblings, and I would type in it. And so I've been working with a guy to help me and actually have an outline of like 15 chapters. And it's kind of like in the creative, like shopping it around to see if anyone's interested kind of phase. So we'll see.
That will be really great. I would love to read that because I already love reading your social media posts. You're so honest, and you're so, like, I feel like also one of the things you have, which a lot of celebrities and reality stars in your depth, they don't really have this much, but you have the greatest fans. They're so like gung-ho with you. They're very protective also. And
oh yeah, say something mean. I don't need to fight back. They will all get you.
Exactly, right. And it's so great. And like sometimes I notice there is this keyboard warrior that will slide into your DMs and you do share it and you do call them out. So is it easier to ignore the haters and or is it better to call them out to prevent that sort of trolling from festering?
I think because I think I usually try to mark the names out because I don't want other people to like bully them because they're bullying me. Honestly, it's more of an entertaining thing at this point. Like, these people are wild. Like, this is what they'll say behind their keyboard. They have one friend and their profile picture is a turtle. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it's very challenging for some people. I'm pretty thick-skinned. Yeah. So I'm like, you're saying really probably you had a bad day. You and your husband or wife got in a fight. Like, that's fine. So it's just, I like to repost them because they're funny.
They are really funny.
I mean, God forbid they actually comment on a post and not just send me a message, because on the post, then everyone knows who you are and they will get you.
Yeah, they'll get chewed out, really. So, the book is so sweet, though. I do like the part about how now you put this book out and there's so many people who are buying it and like pre-orders are being sold out. And so like, what's that been like for you? Is it really humbling to like know after like all these years, especially being on air and then now transitioning into this new project? Like, I
did not know pre-orders were sold out.
Well, I think on Amazon.
That's exciting.
On Amazon.com.
Oh, yeah, it was for a while.
Yeah, that's why
I'm not the last to know everything.
No, it's okay. I think it was the first day or the second day, and I went to go order it from Amazon.com, and then I was like, okay, I'm just gonna have to order from Canada because that's where I live. And so when I was ordering from Canada, I was like, okay, I finally got my copy. But then I was like, I can't believe it. Like, that must be so humbling to know, like, they want to read the book.
Oh yeah, I mean, it was really cool. After I did like the first Insta story about it, how many people reached out wanting to figure out how to get it, like from Canada, UK, Australia, because it's just it's crazy to think like how many countries the show airs in. I don't even know all of them. Right. So it's been really cool, and I think, like, bless my husband's heart, he's like, these are things are a big deal. Like you were on Pop Culture or you had a blurb on the local news. He's like, you need to tell me these things because they're a big deal. And for me, I think I'm just always moving so fast. Yeah. It's like, okay, I got to do the next thing now. There's not really time to celebrate that other thing. And so like when I stop and think about it, it is very, very cool and exciting. And yeah, I'm excited.
And I love that for you because like I've been watching the show since like I'm like one of the OG Good Bones fans. I just want to put that out there. Like I've been watching since the beginning, like even before
the early seasons were a little rough.
Yeah, they're okay. I mean, everything is a stepping up, right? So I learned about the show and I go to school in Ball State. And so when I actually watch the show, I love seeing all the settings and stuff. And so now one of the places I'm going to come to right when the borders open after this whole pandemic's over is your store, the Two Chicks and Hammer District Co. It is so cute. Now you guys moved to being online and stuff. So I'm wondering like, what should we look for? Like, how do we find our vibe? Like, what can you tell us about the store and, for people who want to shop online?
Yeah. I mean, the store is my happy place. I was having a really stressful, cruddy day on Wednesday. And I was like, I'm just going to go to the store. It wasn't even open. I just went and wandered around and, took some videos and pictures and grabbed a bottle of wine to take home. But it's just nice because it's like, there's something there for everyone, which is what we really wanted. We wanted anyone to be able to walk in and leave with something. So our prices, we wanted to keep really reasonable. We're in the Midwest. Just like I feel like Midwestern are approachable people. The store should be approachable. And that's kind of what we ran with. Like, it's comfy. Any style we do. So it's modern. Yeah. It's going to be a livable, comfy version of modern. So the stores just got a little bit of that and we switch it out all the time. Our spring stuff all came in a couple weeks ago and it's all in the back room, but it makes me happy. And like, there'll be flowers soon.
Yeah, so I'm so excited. So, before I do let you go, everybody loves you and Mom, Karen, Laine, everybody loves the show. So season 6, you guys are filming right now. What can we expect from season 6? Any teases, any details?
Gosh, I mean, there's always crazy stuff and they just run together in my head. I'm like, did the one that fell down air yet? I think it did.
Yeah.
Corey buys a house.
Okay.
So that's really exciting. So it's his first home purchase and it's one of ours. That's nice. And in our neighborhood. So it's a really cute episode. That one's fun for sure.
We can't wait. And, Mina, it's been such an absolute pleasure chatting with you. You're so fun. Thank you for taking the time to talk to Pop Culture. Guys, Mina Starsiak Hawk's debut children's book, Built Together, is out February 2nd and available for pre-order now. For more with Mina and all your favorite reality stars and shows, keep it locked to popculture.com.